Hello, and welcome to another episode of Breadcast Gaming Talk. This is probably going to be the first of several discussion videos that I do on the very large game, The Elder Scrolls Online. It was the game that, for the longest time, I was avoiding, but through the convincing of someone very dear to me, I decided to pick it up on Steam on sale for about $30. So, with this video, I wanted to discuss and give my thoughts on the main quest line for the base game of The Elder Scrolls Online. I also want to say that I have completed this portion of the game. It's just a lot of videos and I'm not quite there in terms of what's uploaded on my other channel, Bread Age Productions, where you can watch my playthrough of this game. Also, I'm going to be going in depth with this, so I'm going to be spoiling the story for the main quest line. I am also going to be condensing it, so I don't think I'll be spoiling too much, but you've been warned. Now, for me, since the version of the game I bought has all of the expansions up to the Greymoor expansion, so when I started the game, I was in the back of a horse-drawn carriage, and it gets attacked by vampires, and then I started with the Western Skyrim quests. Obviously, I didn't continue it because I thought it would be too hard for a brand new character, so I traveled to a way shrine, then some person came and told me to go to a location called the Harborage. Now, my character is aligned with the Daggerfall Covenant, so the Harborage for me is different from a person whose character is aligned with the Aldmeri Dominion or the Ebonheart Pact. I also didn't know that until someone told me about it. There's a person named the Prophet, who I forgot to mention you have to rescue once you actually start the main quest. Anyway, this prophet guy will send you on quests to rescue 3 members of a group that used to be known as the 5 Companions. As you do that, there will be one of these 5 companions that in the past turned on the rest and is trying to stop you from rescuing the others. The main thing is that you're trying to stop the Daedric god Malak Bal from invading Tamriel, and you have to get these companion people to do that with you, help you. Once you rescue everyone, there's a reveal that the prophet is actually Varen Aquilarius, the former emperor of Cyrodiil and one of those 5 companions. Then there's a point that you and your companions make a stand. You have to pick which of these companions you sacrifice. I picked Varen just because I was not caring all that much about this decision. You're also helped by the goddess Meridia, and that pretty much is, how you get supercharged with power, and then you go and vanquish Malak Bal. It's actually a pretty decent quest line. Of the companions, Admir Thrawn is the one I really don't like the most. He is such a stuck-up dick in all situations. He's not afraid to tell everyone his unfiltered thoughts or the cold hard truth about a given situation. I wish I could have sacrificed him, but he was not an option, sadly. This next part is something about ESO as a whole. Companions are no help at all in this game. Like the in-game ones, not real people who you could join up and play the game with. The AI companions, they are no help, and it makes me so mad sometimes. Even the quests that you have yourself and the 3 other companions with you, you basically have to do all the fighting yourself because you will always do the most damage. The AI companions will do light attacks and they can't die, but they are the most unhelpful things ever. The other thing I found annoying is that there are some boss fights that are really easy and some boss fights that are not easy at all and you die a lot. Some people might find the midsection of the main quest line a little boring because there's a lot of diplomacy stuff involved. Like, you have to get the leaders of the alliance to get along, and you have to get the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild to work together as well. But they do work together when some Daedra invade their little meeting, and then all the leaders are like, yep, we need to play nice with each other. Now, something interesting is that I know someone very close to me who has played all of this before I started playing it, and she told me that the final quest where you take on Malak Bal was supposed to be level locked at level 45. This means you have to have a character that is level 45 or above before you can do the quest, but I did it with my character at level 18, and the game didn't stop me from doing it and completing the quest with no issues at all, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Other than that, I really don't have any issues with the main questline for the base ESO game. A minor thing is that the other two of the 5 companions, Lyris Titanborn and Sai Sahan, don't really have that much character to them that makes them stand out, at least to me. Sai was the head of security for Varen when he was Emperor, and was also Grand Master of the Order of the Blades. On the other hand, Lyris is part giant, and she joined the Imperial Legion as soon as she could, so she's your typical soldier type. Most of that information I had to look up, as it really doesn't tell you this stuff in-game, with the exception of Sai being the Grand Master of the Order of the Blades, because there's a quest related to that. Getting to witness the battle between Meridia and Malag Bal is pretty great. Compared to the main quest lines and other Elder Scrolls games that I have completed the main quest lines for, which would be Oblivion and Skyrim, this one was far better than the ones in those games, but I wouldn't want to play it again. The next ESO discussion video will be about all of the quests associated with the Daggerfall Covenant, which I may do in one video or split them into different videos based on the locations that each one takes place in. That's all I have to say, so if you had another conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening, and goodbye.